The questions that's being asked all across India right now is, will we get to see more of MS Dhoni? Because, well, his team is 3 down for 81 at the halfway mark. You're watching Cricbuzz Comm Box. Gilly here alongside has answers to all those questions. Rahane, Ravindra and Ruturaj gone. And it's now up to Dubey and Jadeja to carry this team through in the middle overs. And the spinners are bowling really well. But 81 for 3, Chennai, I suppose, frailties being exposed in this match?
Oh, no, look, I see honours about even, actually. It's been a really nice bit of arm wrestle, hasn't it? It was a really nice start by Mosen, knocking over first ball. Well, nice from a Lucknow point of view, not so if you're a Chennai supporter, but Ravindra just missed what looked like a fairly straight delivery. It didn't look like it deviated or swung. It just sort of went through a gap that he left open, and the big left armour got it through there and cannoned into the stumps. So that was a golden duck for the New Zealander youngster. So he's got a bit to think about. He's had a tough run the last 4 or 5 games. But, yeah, Gaikwad came in the 3 again. He's coming off back-to-back 50s, but he missed out. Oh, he got a nice little start. Yep. And Jinx, who was at the top of the order against Mumbai, gets that go again. He scored about a 140-odd, 150 strike rate. So, yeah, I think you could say that's job done for him. But I tell you, look at that, Jadeja. He came in at number 4. First time he's done that in T20 cricket since 2022 for India in the Asia Cup. So he's looking ominous. And, of course, the big left-hander at the other end, Dubey, all his talk about spin, intriguing, wasn't it? The last ball of that 10th over from Bishnoi just went across him, plain miss. So bit of cat and mouse. It's a nice struggle. And as I say, I think it's about honours even at the moment.
Right. A lot of us were surprised to see Jadeja come out to bat. Some thought maybe Moeen Ali was the right call. And the captain was batting. So whose call you reckon it was?
Yeah, that's food for thought, isn't it? It may have been a pre-planned situation. So often in T20 cricket, you'll have, well, I think the versatile teams and the smart teams, of which there aren't many more intelligent than Chennai when it comes to the IPL, have a couple of options that they'd spoken about, may have 3, 4 batters padded up if you've got that versatility. Yep. So who knows? They might have just said, well, let's wait and see who gets dismissed as to who goes in. I thought they might send Jadeja in to just really, not recklessly slog, but really be aggressive, thinking that if it doesn't come off, you've still got your other 2 left-handers in Dubey and Moeen Ali. But he's played aggressively, he's played naturally, and he's played in a clever fashion.
Yes, this duo of Jadeja and Dubey came into bat together in the 9th over, and we saw spin being used straight away after the power play. Yeah. LSG not afraid to have the left-arm spinner and the leg spinner against 2 lefties. So what do you make of that plan?
Well, and they got that chance against the lefties because a beautiful bit of bowling from Krunal Pandya. Picked up Jinxie Rahane, just did him on length, and Rahane went across the line that cannoned into his stump. So Matt Henry, the replacement, came in at the expense of Shamar Joseph. He was always going to be looking to get an impact early, so he bowled his full 3 overs. 8 and over with the field restrictions in place, not too bad. And of course, wickets for the middle 3 there. And Bishnoi, his numbers are at 9 and over just because a couple of clever bits of batting from Jadeja found the boundary.
Yep, 20 dot balls in the first 10 overs. So that number might come back to bite them a little later in the second half. Now, Yash Thakur is bowling his second, which is the 11th over. How would you go about using your bowling resources in the remaining 9 with Moeen Ali and Dhoni yet to come?
Yeah, I think like the general flow is shuffling them around. I don't think any captain through this period, particularly with a guy like Jadeja there now, and Dubey's power, you don't want to give them too many repetitive looks at a bowler. So it'll just be shuffle around, probably go with a bit of gut feel, and then working out who they're going to bowl in those death overs as closing overs. I guess, I mean, if MSD's walking to the crease in the last 3 overs, last 3 balls, doesn't really matter. He's going to be going to trying to look over the boundary. Where
MS comes into bat, is that a function of the number of overs left, or would you say, let's give the crowd something to cheer? Let it be a box office moment. MSD walking out in Lucknow, possibly one final time in his IPL career.
I thought we were in Chennai looking at that crowd. But, look, I seriously don't think there's anything other than what they think's the best strategy. There's no byplay about what the crowd want and building suspense. Stephen Fleming's too clever for that. MSD's not focused on that. They deal in trophies, not entertaining the crowd and just trying to give them suspense. So when they win trophies, that's how they entertain their crowd.
They are at 87 for 3 in 11. How many more you reckon they must get?
Oh, I think they'll want another 90. They'll want to go at tens and over, I think, to get it up there around that 185, 190, 184 would be good. I'd like that. That was my prediction. But, look, I think if they get up to 190, they'd be pretty happy with that and they'd feel like they can defend that.
Chennai do have the bowling. We will, of course, look back at this innings on Cricbuzz Live at the end of this. Make sure you join us. Kili and Harsha Bogli will be ready with all their insights. Cricbuzz Live at the end of this. Bye for now.